Hey guys, it's Sarah. How are you? Great. I keep forgetting that YouTube is a one-sided conversation, and you guys are just here to judge me and listen. I'm here to feel awkward with all of you. But yes, I decided to try a different angle today because it's more personal. I'm laying down on my bed. We all know a bed is a very intimate, personal place. This just means that I'm leveling up. I'm now on my bed. I feel comfortable. I feel a lot more comfortable on this channel. Me being on a bed is very metaphoric. Anyway, I'm gonna start the video. So is Harry Styles transgender? Well, I'm here to debunk that question. I'm making this video because a girl on Tumblr made a post saying, oh, I think Harry is transgender because yada yada yada. And she made all these assumptions, and it was actually kind of transphobic the way she was saying it. I don't think she meant to. I'm pretty sure she noticed her mistakes and apologized. I'm not making this video to bash on this girl. Again, I'm not gonna say her name because that's invasive, and I'm not making this video to say, oh, this girl should die, like she's so ignorant and stupid. You have to educate people without yelling in their face. You can't get mad at somebody for being ignorant, but you can be mad at someone for staying ignorant. There's a difference between being ignorant and staying ignorant. There's a lot of people that are ignorant to a lot of things in this world, but it doesn't mean you have to get mad at that. You know what you do? You tell them. You educate them. And that's what we're gonna do in this video today. We're not gonna get mad at this girl. We're here to educate the public, and this video is good because if any of you thought that transgender meant something else, we can now educate each other, and by the end of the video we will know what not to say and what to say, and to not make assumptions and judgments. Alright, so I actually saved her post in my camera roll. I need to get my glasses for this post. Hold on a second. Oh, I look sharp. I'm blind, I need to see. So the title of her post was, I have a feeling that Harry might be transgender. I will read the whole thing first, but then I'll break it down and I will analyze each part and blah blah blah. She says, I know I'm way off of making assumptions and shit, but I mean, come on. Seriously, look at the signs. 1, his hair. Anyone can grow out their hair, I know. 2, he paints his fingernails. Painting nails is not assigned to a certain gender, but it's more of a girl thing. 3, his girly attire, his flowery shirts and his tight pants. Son. I like that part. 4, we all know he's into guys and is madly in love with Louis. Number 5, in tight pants he usually has a huge bulge. And I know everyone has seen him in his white jeans, and let me tell ya, there ain't no dick there. I'm done. This post might sound funny to you because it kind of is, because when I was reading that, I was laughing. You might be laughing for different reasons. You might be laughing because the girl's kind of stupid for saying this, but you also might be laughing because just the way she said everything. Basically, she thinks Harry's transgender because of all the things I just listed. She thinks that that's what makes someone transgender. We'll start with the first thing. She talks about his hair, and she states, anyone can grow out their hair, I know that. Transgender is when your sex does not match your gender. Your gender is in your brain and your sex is down there. Okay, so now that I told you guys about what transgender means, we obviously know that if a guy has long hair, it does not mean he's transgender. It's called gender expression. There's so many guys who have long hair, and it does not mean they feel female. Harry's long hair does not mean he's transgender. The second thing she says was that he paints his fingernails, and then she states painting nails is not assigned to a certain gender, which I'm glad she said that. But then she says, but it's more of a girl thing. She's perpetuating a gender stereotype. She's basically saying it's more of a girl thing, like nail polish should just be a girl thing, and if guys do it, it's gay, or it means they're girls, or they shouldn't do it, and she's perpetuating a bad stereotype. Guys can paint their nails and can still be guys. Joey Graceffa paints his nails, and actually a lot more guys are painting their nails now. It does not mean they're trans. It's called gender expression. It might be more feminine, but feminine does not always equal girl. Harry might paint his nails sometimes, not transgender. 3, his girly attire, like his flowery shirts and his tight pants. Nuh-uh, son. Alright, can we just talk about the nuh-uh, son? I thought that was really funny. She defines girly as him wearing his flowery shirts. Maybe he wears pink, but he does have more of a flamboyant style. He's more stylish than any of the other guys in the band. There's so many guys who wear tight pants. okay? And there's so many guys who have maybe more of a flamboyant style. Again, that does not make you a girl. There's so many girls who wear masculine things. That does not make you a different gender or sex or anything like that. Your clothes have nothing to do with the way you identify. Your clothes are your expression, not your identity. Harry is not transgender because he wears girly things. Next thing she says is, we all know he's into guys and is madly in love with Louis. I agree with that one. I think Harry is in love with Louis, and I do think Harry has more of an attraction to guys. But this is sexuality. He's correlating gender and sexuality. Gender has nothing to do with sexuality. You can't say just because a guy loves another guy, it automatically means he's a girl. Like, are you kidding me? That's basically what she was saying. Even though she might have not have meant it that way, she was basically saying if Harry's in love with a guy and he likes guys, he's transgender. Because if Harry was trans, he would identify as a girl, therefore he wouldn't be gay then. I do agree with the fact that she said Harry's in love with Louis and that he likes guys more than girls. I get that. But the fact that she's correlating that fact with Harry being transgender, that's not okay. So no, Harry liking guys and maybe liking Louis, one, that does not make him gay. We don't know what he is, so don't assume his sexuality, and that does not make Harry trans, so don't assume his gender identity or anything. Next, she says he wears tight pants and usually he has a huge bulge. And I know everyone has seen him in his white jeans, and let me tell ya, there ain't no dick there. This is where I think more people were becoming a little sensitive. What you have between your legs has nothing to do with your gender. As we stated, gender is in your mind and your sex is in between your legs, like your genitalia. This is an issue for the trans community because usually when people meet a trans person, they're like, oh, do you have a dick? Do you have a vagina? Like, usually the first thing people ask about trans people is like what they have in between their legs, which do not ask that. That is very invasive, that's very private, and some trans people don't even want to think about what they have in between their legs because that's part of their gender dysphoria. You cannot say that just because you can't see a dick through a guy's tight jeans, it means he's trans just because you can't see it. So you're basically saying just because you can't see Harry's dick through his tight jeans, just because he doesn't have a dick and you might think he has a vagina, that automatically means he's transgender? You cannot be talking about someone's parts like that so comfortably. She's basically saying the way Harry dresses, the way he expresses himself, like with his fingernails or his hair length or the tight jeans he wears, she's basically saying all of that is what makes Harry transgender. Gender expression is the way you present yourself outwardly to society, like the way you dress, the way you do your hair, how short it is, if you paint your nails. That's all gender expression, and that does not mean you're trans. There's a lot of cisgender people who present themselves maybe in a more masculine way or a feminine way, and that does not mean that their sex is different from their gender. For instance, Miles J identifies as a man even though he dresses up in drag every single day. He wears a wig, he wears the makeup, he wears the girly clothing, and he even acts effeminate, you know, like very feminine. And you would think that he would be trans, or you think that he would be identifying as a woman based on how he presents himself, but he's not. He prefers he, him, and his. He prefers those pronouns, and he identifies as a male. Some people who dress very feminine in drag and all that, to that extreme, sometimes they still identify as what they were born as, cisgender, you know, male. I hope this video made you cringe. I hope you guys learned the difference between gender expression and gender identity, and between sex and gender. This is how people learn. You have to educate them in a nice way. No one's gonna learn if you go tell them to shut the fuck up. So if you're somebody who was like this girl and assumed that transgender meant all these things, it's okay, because you know now and you are no longer ignorant, and that is amazing when you are no longer ignorant. You guys can comment or message me if you related to this video or if you learned from it, or you can also request more video ideas for me, maybe One Direction related, Larry related. You can ask me to talk about certain things. I would love to do that. I make videos whenever I want, whenever I can, and whenever it's most convenient, and all my social media links are on my channel. So just keep being you. See you later, guys.